run up to him. My mouse will just work, and then swing.
Swing! Get us.
11. And now the true sight, does that apply on this turn or
Yes.
the next turn? Wait.
Oh, on your next
Okay.
turn.
Yeah, it's fine. That's okay. 11 to hit.
So you're using your soul sword as a bonus action?
Bonus action, yeah.
Awesome. So you take a step up, you kind of point in his direction, this little flicker of Eldritch energy from the tip of your finger, and then take a swing at it. 11 unfortunately misses, though, as it's trying to bite Theron. Theron's moving to one side. You swing down and end up gliding between them, Theron getting a bit of space between him and this frog-like demon creature, but you not managing to catch him anywhere useful.
All right, I'm going to spend my reaction to parry stance.
Okay. In this sort of roof block motion, you bring two hands on your sword up, waiting for the creature to strike, and being ready to recoil. In a sense, it's kind of just as well you do, because another creature, sort of seeing what's happening, bursts through the doorway next to you.
Oh my god.
Into the corridor, and just attempts to. It leans down with this huge maw and attempts to, put its whole face on top of your head, just trying to consume you in its grand maw.
Oh my god.
All right.
It's a Matthew and Bill sandwich.
18 to hit.
Hits just. It matches.
Ah, okay. Thought it might not with your plate mail. Okay.
Matthew was dead.
If I didn't have that card.
Really? It's dropped your AC by 2, has it?
By 1.
By 1.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh dear.
So you take 21 points of piercing damage as the as this maw grabs around your waist, and you feel it dig into the plate mail, these puncturing wounds from the teeth. There's this slightly sickening, almost creaking sound, like the opening of a tin can as it crunches in. Okay, you are considered restrained for the moment.
Restrained. Okay.
Yes, so you can still attack, but
With
yeah, you
disadvantage.
just can't move. Yeah, yes. Yeah, I'll check the notes on that in a sec. Make sure I get the right one. Mr. Runkle is up next.
Runkle!
This guy.
Runkle is gonna run up and try to pull this beast off the Templar.
Okay. Crashing through the corridor, it leans up, grabs hold of this slightly slick, dark red surface of the creature's back, and tries to pull him off. It's going to be a strength saving throw. Oh, actually,
Contested strength check, or?
yeah, he's going to use his action, is he? Yeah. Then I'll say it's like a strength. It'll be a strength save.
Okay. So Mr. Runkle doesn't really have saves, so it's
That's alright. It's just a strength check. Yeah, straight up
Just
strength.
says everything on the back.
Yeah.
DC 15, so anything above.
Oh god, that was terrible.
Mr. Runkle grabs hold of this creature and tries to pull, and the creature kind of backs up for a moment with the pull, and you just see these Templar legs pull off the ground slightly and kick for a moment and get back to finding firm surface again. Runkle's on its back, it's grabbing the Templar from behind. Any more for any more?
No. That's all.
Alright. One more creature kind of leans over.
Sure.
The doorway's blocked, and it looks past, and it vanishes from sight for a moment, and reappears in this cloud of black kind of crackling smoke that looks like it's sort of fused with a touch of electricity as it sort of crackles into space, pulling itself out and looking around for some kind of for some kind of target, it's going to use its action to dash and rush up to the first creature that it can see. But it hasn't got any more than that, so Barrowground, you're up.
Shit.
Okay. Teleportation over here.
What to do? What to do?
That's the skill Time Mage as a class.
Just looking. Just looking.
Should have been looking this whole time.
Well, I didn't know it was gonna.
I'm just kidding. I'm joking, man.
Didn't know this guy was gonna teleport and rush me.
Just joshing, man.
I'm a ranged guy. I don't know what to do.
Oh my god. So what you're saying is you're a sniper.
Oh no! Is that what happened in Dota?
It's like sniper versus PA or something.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Kaz. Crossbow. Oh, okay, no worries. I can still crossbow him because my crossbow expert. I can do that at short range. So
Nice.
let's just attack him.
As
Not
he's
gonna
lumbering up to you, you cock a crossbow.
Just gonna boo boo boo. Short, like
Right as he's coming right up to you.
yeah. As soon as I can find it. It's 23.
23 hits.
Whoa. Great.
At 11 damage. Is this guy a humanoid or an aberration? I think I asked that last time.
It's a monstrosity.
Oh god. Okay, so 11 damage.
Yeah. Just keeps moving forward as this bolt sinks into its side, black ichor tracing down one huge elephant leg.
Now, I'm gonna remember my spells and cast Hunter's Mark. And then shoot him again.
Alright.
And that's only a 12 to hit.
The 12 misses. As you take another shot, it shatters a small portion of the wood on the stairwell nearby.
Okay. Oh wait, whoa. I think I can attack again. Once per turn, if you miss, you can make another attack. 19 to hit.
"19 to hit does hit." So just playing with music.
Cool. 6 damage plus
Plus your d6 for
1d6 plus 1.
nice for the hunter's mark. Okay, so you take 3 shots. 2 of them staple deep into this huge hulking frame. It continues to barrel towards you.
I'm done.
In which case, Theron, you're up.
So the predicament I'm in, I got a big guy's tongue wrapped around my torso.
You do. It's it's not hugely strong, like in terms of being able to. It's not like a snake. It's more like a hook that's dragging you in, but you think you could easily slip out of it if you wanted to.
Well, now then, that changes things. You know what I'm going to do because I'm just a quick ninja guy, right? So, it's wrapped around me. I want to embrace this tongue, okay?
Okay.
So, I want to kind of grab it, Cabs, and see if this is possible, right? So,
Yeah.
I want to hop up against the wall and try to run circles around this guy and choke him out with his own tongue.
I like it. So it's this guy. It's this guy back here that's done the hooking, but
I
it's
thought it was
totally
the guy in
doable.
front of me.
No, it's this guy. This guy did the tonguing. This guy ran up and tried to eat you.
Well, that's even better then. Well, then how about I run circles around the guy beside me and choke him out with the other guy's
With the other guy's tongue? Totally. Alright. So you jump up, grabbing hold of his tongue and trying to wrap it around the other
Jump
guy.
off the wall, like like the Tasmanian devil or something. Just yeah.
Roll me an athletics check as you jump up, sort of wall run around him and attempt to Jabba the Hutt this thing.
I don't know. I hate throwing. Could it be acrobatics? Is that too?
Acrobatics, yeah. Do acrobatics to hop up and wrap it around him, and then.
Okay, I'll stop there. Oh shit, never mind. 16.
16. So you run up to the wall. What was the natural roll on that? 7. Okay. So you run up the wall, trying to wrap this thing around this creature. You manage not to get it in across its throat, but across its mouth, and it kind of like gives this hollow sort of slapping sound as its tongue sort of flails in its own mouth. This other creature then kind of being pulled forward. You manage to land on the other side with the tongue around you and around this other huge creature, but it's not in a position to be able to strangle it.
I guess maybe if I go with the term, I was trying to actually run circles around him and untangle myself and wrap him up at the same time.
Totally. Yeah. All right then. So you untangle yourself, you pull it around this creature, and for the minute we'll consider it restrained, if you like. As it's sort of caught up in the tongue of its friend's trying to pull you in and like pulling the other creature at the same time. Untangling yourself is relatively easily. These tongues aren't as strong as the faces that they're pulling into.
Well, I'm gonna try my best to do like a good Boy Scout knot or something where he's just like with his tongue, so he just has a hard time. Yeah.
Okay, so you try and wrap it in as best you can.
Yep. And is that like an action and everything else? I mean,
No, that'll just be that'll be a standard action, but I'll consider him restrained for while that's happening.
So what do I have anything left or no?
Yeah, you've still got your bonus action and anything else you might have, like movement. You've still got movement. You've still got a bonus action.
A bonus action? Hold on, I gotta relearn this monk thing. It's been weeks. Let me see here. After you take that's an attack action. Wow, am I done? Yeah, I think all my stuff is like after an attack. I guess I'm done.
Okay, so one creature's tongue is like wrapped around the other creature. So the creature whose the tongue is now wrapped around is trying to kind of pull himself out, but he's considered restrained, and the other creature hasn't got his tongue for use for the minute. Until he manages to extricate himself. Any more for any more, Theron? You done?
I think I'm it. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Alright. Bori, you're up.
I'm gonna cast Blur on this metal dude. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Standing on the back of this bear who itself is standing upright, trying to grab hold of this huge creature. You cast a hand forward, a couple of subtle mutterings under your breath, and suddenly you see this steel legs of this man who's currently being consumed. You see his steel legs just begin to blur and phase out of existence.
Oh no, shit! I can't do that.
Oh.
I didn't read the spell. It's only castable on myself. Oh, this fucking guy.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I didn't realize it's only on yourself.
No, me neither. Okay, then I will cast. I will cast Shield of Faith on him instead. Boom.
All right.
It's this one. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
You just see his little legs begin to glow with this gentle shield around them.
And then, so I guess I'll use my action to fire the cannon, but I guess I'll be at disadvantage. Am I at disadvantage if I shoot someone who's ranged if someone else is in melee range? I can't remember how it works.
Are you at disadvantage if you shoot
Like, for example, like if I shoot at this guy, am I at disadvantage because this guy's in melee with me? Or am I only at disadvantage if I shoot that guy?
I think you'd be at disadvantage if you were in melee combat with him, but I don't think you are. He's currently, like, got another creature that he's attempting to eat, so I think you're pretty safe to shoot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna shoot at this dude.
Okay.
Bronco Thunder! 16?
16 does hit. Just.
Holy shit, I hit something. Boom! 12 bludgeoning, 14 thunder damage.
Holy shit. It's 26 damage?
Yeah!
As there's this thunderous, just boom, it ricochets off the walls. You grab your ears out of instinct. It's so loud, and this creature just gets taken off its feet for a moment and kind of gets pulled forwards as its tongue gets taut, and as his legs kind of go out from under him, and it clambers to the floor and pulls itself up. And you can see there's this big, chunky hole in its chest. Ribs are showing through it. It's black ichor smattering to the ground in great globs. It looks very badly wounded from the impact.
Yeah, that's all.
Seraphina Tippletop.
Yeah, I can't actually see what's going on the map. So
All you can do is hear this chaos going out in the corridor. You hear gunfire and and like muffled screams.
So I'm gonna run up to have a look what's going on.
Okay.
How many are there?
How many can you see?
I can see. I think there's a big red thing.
Yeah, that's a big tongue. Spitting out from one, wrap around the other. That's my DM artwork.
And there's one on the going outside as well.
One going on the outside? Yes. So there's one on your right and 3 on your left.
Can I see the ones outside? The one outside.
Yeah.
Is the door open?
Yes. Yeah, if you can see it in game, you can see it.
Cool, I'm gonna take a shot at that one.
Alright. It takes
Who's
2
next,
bolts
Bert?
to the gut, and then you turn. Beregrand. You can see Beregrand's bolt strike it as it runs at him.
$15?
15 barely hits, but it does.
What did I roll then?
Sorry?
Don't worry. Okay, cool. There's 12 points of damage. That's 24.
Alright, as you catch this creature unawares from behind, this shot strikes it in the side. It staggers for a moment to one side. You can see it starting to rasp a little, and then it gets up and keeps moving, Beregrand in its sights.
Okay, that's me.
Alright. Vermilion.
Your mic isn't on. Your mic isn't on.
Alright. I'm gonna use the firebolt again
Okay.
on the closest one.
You cast a hand forward, and this burst of flame streaks out past this huge creature that takes a staggering hit from the side, and in the stagger your bolt shoots through where it was, cursing Seraphina for a moment. You see the firebolt spear into the background, dim red light diminishing as it lights up the corridor as you see further down fighting going on in this center of the building.
And that's only 12 to hit.
It misses, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's gonna be it for my turn.
Alright. There's this shattering sound, this explosion of glass outside, and Lenneth, as you look up, you can see on the second floor this broad double window explodes out, and this huge creature with its two hands, one on either side, pulls itself out, looks down to you throwing spells, and shoots a tongue in your direction.
Oh my god. Tongue master.
Resident Evil.
12 to hit.
That misses.
The tongue just whips to the ground nearby and lashes back up, dodging a bullet. You take a step backwards.
Ah, how does the dirt taste?
And this creature comes down. Alright. Seraphina, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, yeah.
As this smoke-like entity begins to float down the stairs ahead of you.
17.
So you take
Oh my.
half of the 29 points of damage you otherwise would have taken. So you take 15, 14 points of damage. 15. 14. 14 points of damage, I think.
Okay.
Necrotic damage. As it basically it's got a body of smoke that floats down behind it, and as it sort of its whole body floating on this sort of cloud of black smoke beneath it, it looks up, this just vacant, hollow, smoky eyes look at you with this gaping mouth that's hanging open in this like soundless scream, and as it looks at you, it penetrates your soul with this gaze, and you can feel your whole being wither as it looks at you. Immediately you get a sense that looking at this creature now, anytime looking at it, you feel like it's gonna grab you with whatever energy this is. Right. 1, 2. Alright. So this creature wrapped in this tongue, while it's wrapped, it's going to attempt to bite down onto the Theron Moongazer, in fact. It's going to have disadvantage because it's got this tongue wrapped around it.
Planned.
It rolls a 12 to hit. Matt trying to grab onto Theron and being unable to. The other creature uncurls its tongue as best it can and pulls it back into its mouth and shoots it back out at Theron.
Whoa.
In fact, what do they do? What's the intelligence of these creatures? Actually, it's not too bad. Alright, it's going to shoot it at the girl casting spells in the distance.
Motherfucker! Get your tongue away from me!
14 to hit.
How many?
14.
Misses.
Alright.
Get it better.
As this tongue whips past, striking a wall, and there's this sort of a dim shatter of dust that hits the side of your face, along with a touch of slobber as it reels its tongue back in, and Fifth Templar, you're up, while this creature is sort of sucking onto your experience is like you're inside the face of what is a very large creature. It's sort of grabbed you down to the waist, really.
All right. Is it possible to break out of the restraint with an action?
Yes, you can do if you want to. You can also, while you're restrained, you can attack if you prefer.
Yeah. And the thing in front of me is no longer tongued? It's
yes.
Okay.
The other creature, unfurled its tongue, ripped it back in.
Alright, I'm going to action surge, and I'm going to try and break free first.
Okay.
So what do you want for that?
It's going to be a strength saving throw, basically. As you try and grab onto this creature and just wrestle itself off you.
So I'm going to do a strength saving throw.
Yeah. If you want to try and get out.
27.
27? Holy shit. You grab hold of this creature's face and just wrench it off your body. You pull it off and you pull yourself out of it, sword in hand. What do you want to do?
Alright, that's the one action spent. I'll take 3 attacks on the one in front of me.
Okay.
It's at a 1 or 2. How do you tell what you roll? How can you tell what you rolled? Oh, never mind. Yeah. 11?
11 misses.
Okay, second one. 12, that misses.
12 misses.
15.
15 hits.
Okay.
So you whiff the first 2, plunging with the third one into its gut.
14 damage on that one. Probably should have mentioned the first attack actually had advantage.
Oh, roll again.
Okay, so I'll just do the first one. Did it roll again? No, it didn't do the damage.
You did the damage.
Hey, all the same thing.
Nice. Swinging at this creature, it manages to move out of the way of the first one, the second one just glancing off its rubbery hide, and the third one plunging into its gut. You manage to reach something vital, and the creature, you can see that it's wounded by it. This huge arm, it pushes you away for a moment, and you draw the blade back, now coated in this thick black ooze.
Alright. There's only 3 things in the hallway with this right now.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I'll just leave it at that. I'm done.
Alright. The big creature that you pulled off you, it's... Yeah, it's... I don't know what it's gonna do. It's probably gonna try to grab you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's gonna try and bite you. Misses. Mr. Uncle, you're up.
Rankles! I think he's just gonna try and maul this thing that Templar just escaped from.
Okay.
He's just gonna go for it. With his multi-attack. First up, the bite. 15?
15 does hit.
Shit! So that's 6 piercing damage. And then he goes to bear paw him. 19.
19 hits.
11 slashing damage.
Mr. Runkle starts to go hell for leather on the back of this creature, tearing chunks of flesh out of its back.
Yeah! That's all.
It kind of howls out in this gargling, low, deep howl, feeling its back being torn open. You can see deep gouges of black being pulled out of purple flesh. Alright. So the creature outside, having sort of got struck by Barragrand and by Seraphina, runs straight up to Barragrand and attempts to just plow right on top of him with this massive maw and just consume him in one go.
Oh god.
Natural 20. So that deals 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 36, 41 points of piercing damage off the crit.
No problem.
It bites down on you, and you find yourself completely encompassed in it as the fangs kind of sink into your body. You can feel it's going to try to kind of pull you into itself. But it can't yet, in which case it's your turn as it's grabbing you and pulling you in.
Oh, it's my turn? Yes! Okay, I'm just gonna... don't know if this is a good idea or not. I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
Twice. But I'm gonna take -5 to attack for +10 damage.
You have disadvantage on the attacks because you're restrained. Just so you know. You're restrained while because this bite is a grapple and it restrains you as it does so.
Oh.
So you're
Can you say
basically inside its maw. Like it's got its whole. It's difficult to describe. Like you find your whole upper body is inside the creature.
I'm inside its mouth.
You're inside its mouth. Yeah, you can
Same
feel
thing
this
happened to me.
Oh,
big purple.
when you said more, I thought you said maul.
Oh, I see.
Like a
Wham! No, more. Like it's bitten onto you all the way down to like your thighs, and your whole body is inside it.
Fuck. What do I have to do to unrestrain myself?
You can use an action to pull yourself out, or somebody else can try to pull you out.
All right.
I just did it, so it's a strength saving throw.
Let's do that.
You can do this.
Get me out of there. Get me out of this mouth.
Get out of there, go!
Shh. 10.
You grab hold of this creature and try to pull it off you, but you find that it's like these jaws are just too tight onto you, and you feel this sucking sensation on the top half of your body as it begins to try to swallow you into it.
Okay. Then I'm done.
Theron.
This vision's kind of weird. Do I see Bear where I'm at? I'm sorry.
Because of the vision thing, you might not see him particularly well.
So he's not in the hallway. Okay.
He's outside the building.
Oh, so I don't even know he's getting 8. Okay, I can't do anything about that then.
Yeah,
Right.
if you can't see it on the map, I'll say probably no, because I tried to set it up so that your vision on the map is the actual vision of your characters, or the light vision, like the dim light vision that you have. So.
Okay, I like that. So this guy here, that's the one that he shot his. Did that one show his tongue out at Matthew, and then it missed it and it came back or something like that?
Yes. So now it's kind of its tongue is whipped into its mouth, and it's taken a little bit of a beating, but it's still going.
Okay, so the action happens like so fast paced, you know. As his tongue is coming back to him, kind of like run towards that guy and just try to like kick him in his mouth.
Yeah, while the tongue's coming in. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just like, you know.
Totally.
And I got a question. Like, as a monk, maybe I should ask this like a while back, but it's just a cool thing to like an awesome karate kick. Can I still do like as an action, like a normal attack, or has it got to be a monk punch? You know?
No, it's absolutely. It's a melee attack. So for
It's
a
like
monk, you
Mortal
get
Kombat.
to choose
Like
how
wrestling
that.
kick.
Yeah, you get to choose how that melee attack goes. If you want to do a flying kick, like fly into its mouth with that kick, you can do like follow the tongue in. Just
so like the forward kick, the what's kick, just do that.
yeah.
Or I could do the back forward kick where it does the bicycle kick.
Yes.
I'll do that one.
Yeah.
And bearing in mind that you are a guy who's been training for this day for 300 years or so.
23, that's 322. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you,
okay.
you are
Yeah.
exceedingly well trained in the martial arts.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do then. I'm just going to run after him, and then as soon as and hopefully try to catch his mouth open. If not, like I understand. But just jump
Totally.
up and immediately just start like throwing my feet bam, 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 in his face.
So say that like you, as the tongue's whipping in, you see it pass and grab hold of it and use it as
Oh my
to
God.
fly in and
Momentum, yeah.
taking strikes at it as you go. Totally. Yeah, roll for
Alright.
attack. You fly
Yeah, like
in,
a-
feet flying. The creature sees you coming, can't do anything, and you try and kick it in the face as you go past.
Oh, 13 hit.
13 misses, unfortunately. You guys are not rolling as well as you usually do today. As these kicks fly in, first one is a glancing blow off the side of this, like it's got a leathery hide. It's quite tough.
Matthew, because I got a terrible memory with flurry of blows. Is that a total of 3 or 4 attacks?
3 attacks, 4 if you spend a Kai.
Okay, 4 kicks to the face, Cabs.
In a Liu Kang
Bam.
style.
11.
Misses.
19.
That hits.
11 damage. One more kick.
Natural
Oh!
20!
16. So that 27 damage.
27 points of damage.
Look, cane to the face.
You take. Does Theron cry out when that happens in a Liu Kang kind of way, or?
Oh god.
See, yeah, sure, man. Yeah.
What? You guys just hear this kind of battle cry that you haven't heard before echo down the corridor And as you look to see what's going on, you just see Theron, like with this tongue sort of wrapped around his arm in one hand, using it as leverage to start just kick this creature in the face repeatedly, bam, 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 with either leg. And the creature, you can just see, is getting battered back. It's holding onto the doorframe with one hand to keep itself upright. Blood is beginning to like pour from its maw and from the wounds in its chest. It's looking pretty haggard, this creature now.
My turn's done.
Bori.
I'm gonna shoot that one in the back again.
Is it inside the bear, or have you in your hands the gun?
No, still in Runkle's.
So Runkle takes a couple of swipes, tears chunks out of him, and then pushes down to kind of lift his chest up so that you've got aim.
Yeah. Or he just like pulls back on his scruff and he's like.
All right.
But I have to use my bonus action to reload first because I didn't do that last time.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna fire.
You slide it into place with this clunk. Clicks and whirs as it whips into place, and Runkle lifts himself up for a moment. This huge exposed cannon. You pull the trigger. This low, very loud thud.
11.
It echoes through, striking the wall near the creature, where it's got its handhold, and the wall explodes out. The handhold goes, and Theron keeps kicking as the creature lands on its back. Theron's standing on top of it now. Unfortunately, the shot hit the wall, not him. Doesn't do any direct damage, but still.
That's it.
Seraphina.
So that thing that came down the stairs, or is coming down the stairs,
Yes.
do I get the feeling it's if I look at it, or it's just...
Yes. So as it was coming down, like you heard this sort of like air being sucked. You just said, and you looked up, and the moment you saw it, it was like it filled your vision for a moment. These black, hollow eyes, and in that look just pulled. You could feel your face becoming gaunt as you look into it, and you shy away, and it's all you can do. You think looking at it does you some damage potentially, but there's a chance that you could resist it to take a shot, but otherwise you're going to have to keep your vision averted.
Can I use blind sight?
Yes. How much blind sight do you have?
I have it for 5 minutes, for 30 feet.
Do you use it then?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you use your daily. You little glowing eyes light up in the mask, and you see the creature without looking. And yeah, you can take a shot if you want. You can see it now. It's got this kind of outline of smoke that's floating in the air. This horrible withered gaze. Its visage is horrifying and awful, but with the blind sight, you.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot it, but I'm gonna use my paralysis arrow at the same time.
Okay.
Just try to find it. $25.
You hit.
Okay, damage is 10,
Okay.
and it has to make a Constitution saving throw.
It's at this moment you discover it's immune to that ability.
Okay.
You take a shot with the crossbow. It strikes through the creature and strikes the wall behind. The movement through the creature definitely caused it some harm, and you can see it kind of its face in a sort of slightly pained and godforsaken visage that it is. Expression on its face, but as it looks up to you, you can see that it hasn't been affected by the magic of the weapon.
Okay, so did it take the piercing damage?
Definitely the shot hurt it as it passed through, but it passed definitely all the way through it and struck the wall. It's not taking as much damage as other creatures, but still taking quite a bit.
Okay, I'll take one more. It's my
Alright.
bonus action.
You take one shot. Having missed, you draw with the second hand or instinctively and take a hip shot with the second hand crossbow.
29,
29 hits.
and that's 12 piercing and 10 poison, if it works.
Okay. The shot streaks through it, striking the wall behind. You can see it like hisses, and there's this little green tinge to the smoke that sort of bleeds out for a moment and then is replaced with more black smoke emanating from the creature. It definitely took a bit of damage from both the poison and the piercing. You're not quite sure how much. It doesn't seem to be as affected as most creatures. You're used to these things sinking in, damn it.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna move over here, I think.
Okay.
And that's me.
Lenneth, you are up.
Right. Is my mic on?
Yes.
So seeing that Beargrand is about to be eaten by a giant frog-like creature, and I'm not very strong, I am going to cast Eye Bite
Alright.
on this creature, and I'm gonna cast Asleep.
So do you have the spell card on your character sheet thing there, so you can click it for us, so we can see what it
Yes. There, and it's, I believe it was a Wisdom saving throw. Yes.
Okay.
Oh shit!
It rolls a natural 1.
Nice.
Alright, so you concentrate for a moment, flicking through your spell book, you find the right page, and you place a hand on it, and this black, inky substance just coats your hand and runs up your arm, and diminishes beneath the skin, and you blink for a moment, and on one blink your eyes just turn jet black, reflective, as you look up, and you see the creature, and the creature just immediately... Fuck, does it really just fall unconscious? Fuck, it really does. You look directly at the creature, and the creature, while it's got Beargrand in its maw, you just see it seize up, and these huge eyes pointing in different directions both immediately lock to you and fade over black, and then it just keels backwards and hits the ground. On its back, lying completely motionless, Beargrand's legs just poking out of its mouth in the air.
Sweet. I run up to it and I help him get back out
Yes!
of this creature.
Legend.
Grabbing hold of
And
his butt, you pull him.
I
Okay.
yell to Beargrand that if you let him be for now, we can focus on the other ones for at least a minute before this guy wakes up again.
I know what I'm doing. Just get me out of here. It's so wet.
Like trying to grab the gooey stuff. Like.
You just pull him out of these slack jaws, this frog lips just sucking around him as you pull. He begins to just kind of get pulled out, and you can see that he's coated in this sort of slick and sticky goop. Mad saliva. Any more, Lenneth? You done?
Yes, I'm gonna start moving a bit forward.
Okay.
30 feet, I guess. Not quite. Maybe around here, passing the creature so I can see a bit inside.
Alright.
Yes. That's it for my turn.
Okay. Alright, smoke creature. Comes down the steps, seeing Lenneth in the doorway. It just kind of has this haunting visage as it looks at you, and I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw. As you see it come down the stairs and it looks at you, you just feel it in your soul. There's something wrong with the world.
Constitution. That is 12.
You take 16 points of
Yeah.
necrotic damage as this creature's just... You the horror of it just sinks into you, and you feel, and even as Seraphina kind of looks to you, she can see that your face goes paler and gaunt, ashen, as just like your eyes become a little sunken as you look into the creature, like it's sucking the very joy out of you.
Right.
And as that's happening, this creature kind of leans out onto the stairwell, onto the window ledge, and tongue right from above attempts to grab you. Rolls an 11, misses. This guy can't do much to grab you. So it's going to be bite attacks from these two creatures. One of them on the 5th Templar and one of them on Theron Moongazer.
What?
I'll roll them fast for you. Keep things moving. Theron, 17 to hit.
Miss.
And 5th Templar, that's a 13 to hit.
No.
Alright. In which case, 5th Templar, you're next, as these creatures, like, just in to and fro with you, trying to every so often snap a jaw around you, and getting used to it, you manage to, both of you, dart to one side, getting out of the way of these attacks. What's it going to be?
So it's pretty close quarters. These guys are, one's like directly in front of me, one's directly behind me, right?
Yeah.
And they are within 5 feet of each other. So I'm gonna attack the one in front of me, my cantrip, Flame Blade, which is a nat 1.
That misses, unfortunately.
Okay, good job.
As you hold the blade out in front of you for the first time in front of this group, you cast the spell, and it just bursts into flames, lick across the blade, and fondle their way up to the tip with this bursting green light, and it blinds you for a moment. You're taken aback, and you take a swing anyway, and you strike the wall nearby, shattering burst of green flame out from the edge. It looks really cool, and it's only you that knows. You couldn't really see when you swung.
It's all good. That was bonus action. I can take an attack as a bonus action, cantrip action, bonus action attack. So I'll just swing at the same one in front of me.
Okay.
21 to hit.
With your eyes managing to cater to the darkness, you take a swing and strike.
That's 10 slash.
Alright. Green flames just curl up the front of the creature as you gash a swathe through its chest. You can see that a flap of flesh just begins to hang open, blood seeping from it. This creature's like, it's thick and held together with nothing but meat. You do damage, but it's still coming.
It's okay. That's it for me.
Alright. The creature behind you, having taken this swathe of chunk out of its back and its non-ears, I guess, ringing from the echoing blast from behind it, it turns. It turns and it disappears from view, reappearing in the room next to it, and attempts to tongue attack the child on the back of the bear. Rolling a 20 to hit.
Oh shit.
20 hit.
So I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, no.
Strength saving.
This is when you build. This is when you like realize I need to build a harness for the bear, so I don't get pulled off of it.
Yes, those are the thoughts that go through your mind as you are pulled from the bear and just go. All you guys see is this big purple tongue just shoot out from a nearby room, wrap around her, and she just looks down to the two of you with panicked eyes for a moment. She takes 14 points of necrotic damage and is just dragged through the door, just enormously quickly. You go flying out the room and right up to this guy.
It's probably not that quiet, so are we aware of that in the hallway, that a child is just going across
you
the
just hear her go. She screams out of the room.
Do I know that happened?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I probably know you went in there. Okay, good.
You turn to see it as it's happening, because all of it's happening at the same time. You take two swings, the green, like there's green light from the blade, and you hear this from behind you. Look round to see Bori, your concern being something concern for Bori being something that holds this group together, and you just see her get pulled off the back of the bear, which turns out to grab her and just grabs her air as she disappears into the room, completely off her feet.
As I see Bori go, I'm like, Bori, no!
So Bori, because you failed
Hold out an arm as like.
because you failed the save, it pulls you in, and as it pulls you in, it uses its bonus action to bite you, rolling 27 to hit.
Bro!
What?
Oh, is a child seriously going to get eaten in the dark place? Come on, Cab. This is a straight rip-off out of the
It's not gonna
show.
happen. Come on.
I need you to... In fact, there's no save. He deals 11 points of piercing damage, and you're considered grappled as you get pulled into this creature's mouth. For you...
Considered swallowed, let's be honest.
So
This will be a theme with your characters.
you are not considered swallowed yet. It can't do that in the same turn. It pulls you in, and you're inside its mouth, like holding its mouth open as it's trying to sort of close around you.
I've got like my wrench in between its jaws.
Looking out from between the hooked teeth.
Yep.
Happily, Mr. Runkle is next.
Oh, thanks, fuck. Okay, Ruck just bowled us in. You don't care. What would Ruck do? I think he would. I don't know if this is possible, but he would just like put a paw on like each of its jaws and try and just pry its jaws open to get Bori out.
Yeah, roll me a straight up strength check
Come on, Ruck. Don't fail me there.
as he tries to prise this thing open like a bear trap.
Oh, it's low. It's low. It's a 10.
Oh, God.
With the wrench in there, you see these bear claws hook into the sort of mouth of this creature. You can see him with this like distressed and concerned and completely focused face trying to pull it open. Bare, like metallic bear teeth clenched. He's unable to prise it open.
But that's an action, I guess. That's it, right?
It is.
Alright. Yeah.
Any more for any more?
No.
Bear, you're up.
Okay. I see Bori get dragged out. I'm just like, Bori, no! What is this shit here?
This sort of smoke creature floating, or
No, like this stuff on the left.
I can't see where you're pointing. Use the. Oh, there it is. I see it. They're bundles of wood.
Bundles of wood.
Yeah, big bundles, like wrapped in a sort of rope that's all haggard and blackened, and there's this sort of floating, peeling substance that falls off it constantly, but that's what it is.
How big? Like taller than me?
About your height. They're pretty big.
About my height.
But these ones here have been kind of, a good few of them have been crushed down to half their size, Mr. Runkle barging in mostly.
Okay.
So some are your height, some are about half your height, waist high.
Can I do some action movie hero stuff, and
Always.
can I vault onto this stuff and run over it?
Yes.
If I did that, would I avoid an opportunity attack by this smoke monster?
I'll give you a, roll me an acrobatics or athletics check. You can choose as you, if you manage to do a good job of, almost like over a car bonnet, skid over the first one, roll over the second one, nimbling across them, hoping that you can dodge the attack.
I'm going to use, what is it? Fleet of foot and dash as a bonus action.
Nice. You just sprint past.
And athletics, go. 24.
Yeah.
No!
The creature kind of looks to you, attempts to sort of grab out with a hand, and you just scoot under it, sprinting across $6 Million Man style.
I think you have to maybe get to here. So I'm on top of this wood, yeah?
Yeah.
fuck. Yes. Okay, and I'm gonna attack the guy with holding Bori.
Okay. Having seen her be pulled in, you know where your priorities lie. Take an aimed shot, trying not to hit the bear.
And now I'm gonna take on this first one at least. I'm gonna take -5 for +10 damage.
All right.
Natural 20.
Yes. You bring it up to your eye, focus for a moment, wait for the perfect shot, and release.
Okay, so is that 21 damage? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yes. Yeah, 21 damage as this shot spears in. Bori sees it coming, like shifts herself to one side as it shoots right into the throat of the creature, right through the back. There's this little sort of fist-sized hole that punches its way out and strikes the wall behind. It immediately fills with blood and ichor and starts pouring out the creature from behind, and the creature you can see coughing sputums of blood, and Bori's getting coated in saliva and blood in his mouth.
Nice.
It's a
I'm
huge
gonna
hit.
do the same thing again. So again, take -5.
You reload quickly, take another shot.
16 to hit.
16?
Yeah.
To me, that looks like 21.
So you're gonna take so
-5.
-5
Oh,
to
minus
attack,
5,
plus 10
yeah.
damage.
16 does hit. Yeah, doesn't matter. 16 hits.
Fucking 14 damage.
Alright.
I'm done.
Alright. It strikes the creature twice. It haggers back a little bit, staggering, but still managing to stay upright. It's starting to look a bit like it's struggling to hold on. It's going to try and eat Bori for sustenance, though. Theron, you're up.
No.
I want to just keep pushing this guy, I guess, in front of me because I don't see Bori, right? I'm kind of.
Yeah, you're pretty heavily in combat.
Yeah.
The room is well lit though, so I would say you probably did see her go. She's in the corridor with you.
Where is she?
So she was in the corridor with you. You heard the gunshots, and then you probably heard her scream as she got pulled into a nearby room. Looking back, you would have seen, lit by green flame, you would have seen Mr. Runkle running into one of the rooms with no one on his back.
Alright, I'll just punch this guy here in front of me then.
Alright.
21.
21 hits.
9 damage.
9 damage.
Punch again.
As you it takes a swing at you with one hand, you jump onto its hand and smack it in the side of the face, following up with a sort of turning kick to the side of the head, and it reels, slamming into the wall. You step down off it, take a step backwards, and you got another hit, haven't you?
9 damage and 7 damage, and he's still standing. There. Yep, I'm gonna use my flurry of blows, then hit twice, 2 more times. 23.
23 hits.
11 more damage. Let's punch 16.
16 hits.
Oh my god, I don't know how to add math. Okay, 9, 7, 11, 8, 6. Oh my god, wait, what's it? Oh no, that's 6 plus 8. That's just 6.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a crit. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. So 9, 7, 11, and 6.
All right. So as you're kicking it in the side of the head, you take a step back. It kind of licks at you, trying to grab you. The tongue hits the ground nearby. You stamp on it with your foot, running up, grabbing it by the tongue. You wrap it around your hand and just sort of do a sort of pile driver into the ground, dragging its face with you, slamming its head into the ground. And you hear this snap as it hits, and the creature goes limp beneath you.
What a man.
Okay, so I still have my movement, right?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. What should I do with this, I don't know, 65 movement I have? I'm going to move over here. And I'm going to run in here. That's Bori, right? Oh my god.
As you look in, you see past the bear. The bear's trying to pull this creature's mouth open as Bori, with this wrench in her hand, is desperately trying to prevent it from swallowing her.
Okay, I'm gonna run in there and just I really can't do anything. Maybe just like kind of stay here and on this road here and get ready. Turn it over.
Bori.
Oh,
Okay.
did you skip me?
Oh. Did we skip Matt?
No, you did 2 swings with the flame blade, right?
Yeah, it hasn't gone back round again yet.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it went
Runkle.
5th Templar, the
Alright.
2 creatures, Mr. Runkle, Bergrand, Theron, then Bori, then Fina, then Lenneth, and then back to you again.
Okay, yeah, geez, all right, go.
So can I see any way out? Is there like any light?
Yeah, see, like with Mr. Runkle grabbing it with the wrench in the way, you can feel the musculature of the inside of his mouth kind of suck at you, like pull you as if like you can feel the peristalsis of it trying to drag you in. But you can see that there is a gap. It's like barbed, these kind of hooked teeth are in there designed to keep you in. You reckon if you had enough strength, you could prise it open enough to be able to pull out, and it would take you an action to try.
Okay, Bori is pretty confident she does not have enough strength to do it. So
Alright.
she just like sticks her head out as much as she can, and she's like, "Barricade, shoot him again!" And I'm gonna use Commander's Strike,
Holy shit!
which is a feat what I have. Yeah. So whenever I take the attack action on my turn, I can forego one of my attacks, which I only have one of anyway, and use as a bonus action to direct one of my companions to strike. Yeah. So I command Bergrand to strike.
Oh, can you just do that right now?
Yeah. So you make
Oh
one attack
my
as your
God.
reaction, and you add 4 to it. Because that's
4 to the attack?
No, 4 to the damage if you hit.
Holy
Is that-
shit.
Adding the the attack damage.
Okay, I'll play it safe. Play it safe. Because we'll just do a normal attack.
Oh, it's good.
19.
19 hits.
Whoa.
10 damage.
As it another round strikes into it, this time into the belly of the creature. It takes a step back, and Bori can feel the kind of the twitching of the musculature inside it as it sort of tries to, I don't know, I think it might just be a reaction or something. You can just feel it twitch against you like it's sucking around you. And it's still standing. You got any more, Bori?
No.
In which case, Fina is up.
Did I see her getting it's like within 30 feet, wasn't it?
Yeah, you would have seen it too. As all of the group like stops what it's doing and tries to like, as soon as they see this kid get sucked out of something, the child's in danger. Nothing else matters.
So I'm gonna like run over.
Okay,
So I think I'm gonna use my dash
all right,
to kind of take the long way round.
yeah.
And then I'm gonna take a shot.
So you're going to try and take the long way around to avoid a reaction attack. Is that what you're going to try and do?
Yeah.
So roll me we'll say an acrobatics check to see if you can sort of nimble. You watch Berogrand do the same thing. 20, nice, exactly what you needed. Yeah, very good. As you manage to sort of nimble over and under, and this creature's melee attack is shocking anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much. But yeah, a good move.
Cool. And then I'm gonna take a shot.
Okay. Running into the room, this creature taking shots and desperately trying to attack this gnome.
16.
16 hits.
That's 13
Nice roll.
plus 26.
Alright. As you
It's
take a
very
single
fun.
shot. It's looking very haggard now, as it's got, like, you can see Berogrand and Seraphina just filling it with crossbow bolts from across the room. As it staggers, hits its back against the corner of the wall, Bori inside its mouth. Any more for Frina?
Nope, that's me.
Alright. Lenneth.
Right. Was I standing here when Bor was dragged into the room? So.
Yes. Like, universally, everyone's question is, can I say Bori this round? Yes, you would have seen it.
Alright. And I would have to do like an acrobatics to get past this guy without an opportunity attack?
Yes. Given that there are these stacks of crates, you're aware that this, like, you saw the ranger do it, nimbling across crates, doing a little roll. You see the halfling do it as she nimbles, does a little acrobatic tumble, getting out of the way. You think, I've got this.
I can do that too. Let's see how hard I fail. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay.
That's acrobatics.
Nice.
20!
Oh my god!
Fucking aces. Copying your sort of more dexterous companions. You run up, like, grab hold of the first barrel, spring over it, cartwheel over the second one. This creature's like, takes a loose swing, misses as you pass it, and you are really proud of yourself.
Yes. Okay, so that's 30 feet. And I'm going to target that creature with the eye bite and also cast Asleep on that one.
Alright.
So that's a wisdom saving.
Yes. Rolls an 11.
Oh, nice! It works! So it falls unconscious.
Nice! The creature just stumbles backwards as you guys look over and see Lenneth's black eyes just staring at the creature from across the room. Like, it just looks particularly alien with this sort of blue skin, even darker in the darkness of the room, and these pointed ears and these completely black eyes staring at it. The creature slumps into the corner of the room, just, and Bori, like, just sitting inside. You feel everything go slack around you, and it's like being in a deflating bouncy castle as it sort of collapses around you, trying to hold the mouth open.
It's like a theme park ride.
Alright.
Sweet. And that's it for my turn.
Alright. Seraphina should, as you take a look at the creature, you can see that this thing is literally 1 hit point from death after your attack. You very nearly finished off. But Lenneth has got it. Okay, so other creatures begin to make their move. Alright. So, Lenneth, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
As this creature just begins to push towards you. This time, as it leans in, you see that its face becomes increasingly haggard. It kind of pushes its physical form through the smoke, and you can see that it's this withered and haggard, like almost like just vacant, hollow face.
Right. I'm gonna use my reaction to cast Shield just to activate my Arcane Ward.
Okay.
For that, I know it doesn't affect the outcome of this, but yeah, it's 11. But I do take a strand of the energy of that spell, and I activate the ward.
Okay. 11. Oh, good. Okay. Alright, so you take 17 points of psychic damage. as this creature's face just it horrifies you to the depths of your soul.
Alright.
Instant trauma. Alright. This creature comes down the stairs. In fact, yeah, it's going up. I know where it's going. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Creature in the corridor. As it sees this black-eyed creature, it sort of pushes the Templar to one side, takes a lassoing shot at Lenneth. Rolling a 18 to hit.
That hit.
You need to make a strength
Oh,
save.
I have my shield.
Oh.
Don't I? It's good for a round, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it misses.
You, with your shield up, this tongue spits out and it just ricochets off this interlocking shield, which you turn around, seeing a little shower of white sparks behind you. You see this creature looking at you, frustrated with being unable to get you. And Fifth Templar, you watch it trying to attack your ward. You're next.
All right. Try different stuff than normal. I'm gonna do the frostbite as a cantrip. It has disadvantage on the saving throw.
Okay.
So DC 15. Con save.
He rolls an 8. Oh no, yeah, 8 with disadvantage, yeah.
So he takes 14 points of cold damage. And then has disadvantage on his next weapon attack. And then as my bonus action, I will attack with the weapon. 20 to hit. 21 to
hits.
hit. It double click.
Totally hits.
13 slashing damage.
Fuck. As you, one hand, reach forward, this dim blue energy just begins to smoke out from beneath your visor. You cast a hand forward and this burst of frost energy shoots out, strikes the creature, and you can see frost over across the surface of its skin. It howls out in this sort of low gargle, and then sort of tries to wrestle its arm free and take a swing at you, and you just take a swing, catch it across the arm, and slice its arm from its body. It fluttles? That's a word. Fluttles
Sure.
against the wall, hitting the ground and twitching in place, while the creature howls out, grabs the stump with its other hand, and you can see thick black blood seep between its fingers and splatter to the ground. It's looking a bit haggard, this thing.
All right. Is it still a thing to see if I know what this creature is or what it's weak to?
Yeah, you can do. It's going to be I don't know what it is, a nature check, but it's pretty rare.
18.
You know that this thing must be a denizen of this realm, and therefore it must be kind of the one thing you know about creatures from this realm is that they seek warmth but hate the light. They are creatures of the darkness.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
And alright. This creature's unconscious. Mr. Runkle is next.
So Bori's still in the mouth of this thing, right?
Yeah.
So I think Runkle's just gonna try and get her out. Can he make an attack, but in the form of opening the jaws?
You want him to kind of open the jaw beyond what's normally possible for a jaw to open?
Yes.
Yes. Totally.
I mean, bear in mind, Mr. Runkle has an intelligence of 2. So I'm not sure he really understands that he's unconscious and that Bori's safe. So I think he'd still just use all his force as if it was still trying to keep her in.
Yeah. You grab the creature, you see you grab the creature, and the wrench you're looking up, and the wrench just falls, and you grab it out of the air as the jaws just begin to open, and you're like, yeah! You begin to lean up, and then you hear this crunching, sickening crunch and cracking as the bear just keeps ripping and this huge creature's mouth just snaps open into this very wide hole, cavernous hole that he just keeps ripping open. Hear tendons snap as he keeps pulling.
Yeah. And then he just like nuzzles Bori, and that's it.
Yeah. It's like a group moment where he does something completely genuinely sickening as it happens, and then he looks to you with this kind of, "Are you proud of me? Did I do a good job?"
That's it.
Okay. Who's this? Oh, nope, he's unconscious. Beregrand.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna attack this guy that the 5th Templar is engaged with.
Okay.
Tell you what I'll do. I need to cast a spell again, but I'll do Hunter's Mark on him now. Boosh.
Okay.
And then I'll attack him this first time, and I'll take -5 for +10 damage.
Standing on the wood, you take a beat, check out your enemy, rest into the shot, wait for a moment, and pull the trigger.
22, which is 17.
That hits.
Yes. That's 8.
18.
18. Oops. That's 5. 23.
As this creature, like, frost curled up its chest and one arm severed, this 5th Templar is taking ready for another swing, and a crossbow bolt just sinks into its chest, deep right into the center of its chest. It staggers backwards for a moment, just guttural splutting, and it looks up like with these eyes just darting in different directions in a panicked way. It's still standing, but it's looking pretty hammered.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and nail him in the head.
All right.
Just a normal attack this time.
Okay.
It's 14.
That just misses.
I can roll again. It's 11.
Misses again.
Shit.
As you take another shot, the creature, still having some wits about it, manages to recoil to the side, and it just strikes the ground next to it. Begins to try to get itself up. Not quite sure what it's going to try to do, as there are Moongazers next. Are you done? Sorry, Bear.
Yeah, I'm done.
Moongazer.
Okay, what's that? This weird emblem, whatever the third thing means.
Meant it was unconscious. It's now very dead.
Okay, so Bori is okay.
Yeah, Bori is she's still standing in the mouth of this creature, but the mouth of this creature is dislocated and snapped open, like a broken bear trap, and she's just standing on this sort of purple muscle that's all completely dead.
Okay. Well, I still hear noises, so I run out the room. And how's this guy looking here?
So as you run out, you can see that the 5th Templar severs an arm, and then it takes a bolt to the chest, and it's staggering, trying to hold itself together. It's looking pretty rough.
Okay. Well, I'm going to jump on this wood place over here. And then I'm going to try to jump and kick this guy's head against the wall.
Alright. Roll that attack.
Okay.
You jump up, wait for the perfect moment.
Bam. 18.
You leap. Roll the damage.
13 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh my god. Just like I said, be a cool guy run out there and I hear this action going on. I turn to the right, look for some kind of elevator platform. I see this these logs or wood, whatever this is. So like just a swift, cool guy motion. I run and jump on this. bam, like Mario, like jumping. Then I turn around and jump and swivel my hips, and then when I do that, I just raise my right foot and put it across the left side of his face, and then squish his head.
Have you been watching Jet Li movies?
Nah, that's a good idea.
No, just the Super Mario Brothers movie.
As you kick it so hard that it deforms its skull, crunching in from one side. The creature, you can just see its eye is slightly bulging out of place, and its jaw goes completely slack as you crush it, and it slumps against the wall behind.
And then I just land on my feet with my back facing towards the Templar.
Cool guy pose.
Yes, I turn around. Are you okay?
Talking to me?
Yep.
I'm fine, Theron. Thank you.
Yes. 5,326 fights.
Okay. We're not out of combat though. Isn't there like a smoke monster in the hallway?
There is. As you turn to see it, it looks like it's kind of getting ready to bolt up the stairs. It looks like it's going to try to flee out of the fight. But Bori, you're up next. You've got Bori and Seraphina and Lenneth are all available to do something before this creature can run.
Okay, so I think Bori steps out of this thing covered in gore, and she's super pissed. So she just walks up to Mr. Runkle, grabs the cannon, dismounts the cannon, and just starts walking down the hallway with this huge cannon, barely strong enough to hold it, almost dragging along the ground. Or just pissed off face.
Where does she go?
Okay, just heading out into the hallway. So that's I can't really see anything, but I hear the shenanigans. So here, I see a smoke monster. Shit myself a little bit. Attack it!
Who was carrying the lantern, by the way? You or bear or the bear?
Me.
All right.
Okay. The light's coming off the bear cabs and not Bori.
Oh, sorry.
But I don't know how she's carrying a lantern and a giant cannon anyway.
I don't know.
Oh, good point. Turn off
So I
again.
guess
So you run up, slide this thing out, take it with you, arc it into the corridor. You see it lean up with the weapon and try to take a shot. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as you look at this creature when you fire.
God damn it. Constitution's pretty good. 12?
12 is
Can't roll for shit today.
a fail, but it's not as fail as it could be.
Yeah, there's something.
You take 20 points of psychic damage as the creature it stares at you, and you feel like you are fucked the moment you look at it. I need you to roll with disadvantage. Oh no, you don't. You roll normally. You fire normally. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah?
Yeah, because you looked at it, you take the damage, but you can fire with normal. Otherwise, you can avert your gaze, but fire with disadvantage. My bad.
Bori is super scared, but she's also super pissed. $21.
21 hits. Roll for damage.
Ah! 28 points of damage.
All right.
And I kind of figure she's blown off her feet by the blast.
Yeah.
She just sat on her ass.
Yeah, you slide back and crash into this roll of wood, snapping a few twigs as you hit it. The shot rings out, and you see it pierce the creature and create this sort of void, this hole of smoke, which opens up like a vortex as the shot pierces right through and strikes into the wall, shattering the wall open, and it blasts into the sort of outside of the building. And the creature's smoke begins gradually to refill the void that you'd created, but it was definitely injured by it.
Yeah. Bonus action, reload. That's it.
You just hear this clunk.
Just like sitting in the crumpled wood, just like fucking trying to get it open and reload.
Tippletop.
Okay, I'm gonna come out in the hall.
Okay.
So is it trying to run away?
It looks like it's like the moment you see it, it's beginning to drift up the stairs, like trying to get out.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at it.
Okay.
$16?
16 does hit, but as you didn't avert your oh, you got blind sight. You're fine. Yeah.
No, I've got blind sight on.
Yes. Yeah. Roll for damage. That does hit.
That's 23.
All right.
30 hitting, 10 poison.
Okay. The
It's
shot
only me that doesn't
passes
get any
right through it.
Sorry?
You don't get any music. This has happened before for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got music.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Very strange.
I'm gonna send you some like a YouTube playlist. You can just play. Tell you which one it is. Yeah, the shot passes right through the creature, like shooting out the hole that Bori made and flying into the street beyond. The creature, a little like phased by green smoke emanating from it for a moment before being replaced by this deep black and blue. It's injured, but not terribly badly by either shot. It is now beginning to look a bit more like it's struggling to hold itself together.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to take one more shot.
Okay.
29?
29 hits as you hip fire the second bolt.
And that's 11 piercing.
Alright, passing through the creature. Any more for any more?
No.
Lenneth Vermilion.
Right. I am gonna use a bonus action to cast Misty Step
Okay.
and appear behind the creature.
Alright. As you take a step forward, flicking through your book, you just plant a finger on the page and like vanish in like pink and purple smoke that swirls in the air for a moment and dissipates and then begins to like congeal in one area. The smoke appears and you appear in a puff of this pink and purple energy, just like not missing a step.
Sweet. And then I'm gonna use Sickened from Eyebite.
Okay. So it gets a wisdom saving throw, yeah?
Yeah, correct.
It rolls an 8.
Sweet! So he has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks
Okay.
for a minute. At the end of its turn, he can make another check to see if he can throw it off.
Okay, so he is considered sickened. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I thought it was being so clever, not making eye contact or something.
I see. Yeah. I mean, when you backed behind it, if you were invisible, it probably wouldn't have turned to see you. But with the eye bite, like you look directly at it with your mirrored black eyes, and the moment that it feels the energy begin to sink into it from behind, it turns to look at you.
Alright.
It's a good move. I like what you're trying to do.
Didn't work though.
And that's 17.
Nice. You succeed. You
Ah.
save.
Good,
Take
good.
nothing from it. Okay.
And that's it for my turn.
All right. The creature, just this horrible visage, just turns to Lenneth, and Lenneth makes one last Constitution saving throw before it disappears up the stairs.
No.
Is it an eye contact thing or just looking at the thing?
Withering Gaze is kind of looking at the thing, and it has Death Gaze as an ability, which is an eye contact thing. So they're two different abilities that are kind of related.
That's why it didn't work.
You take
I had going.
21 points of necrotic damage.
Shit.
And
Okay, I'm good.
The creature just begins to disappear up. And Lenneth, roll me a perception check as you are so close to it.
Yeah, just a second. I'm just gonna put in my health here. Perception. Perception. That is 9.
You see it kind of tilt its head up to the ceiling and just begin to drift as fast as it can up into the air and up the stairs. And you are considered out of combat.
I was going to chase it.
In which case, we're still in combat. And
Good.
let me just take some of these other creatures.
I also relay to the party that the one outside is not actually dead. It's just down for a while.
Which one?
The one outside the door.
It's on the steps.
It's only asleep. It's not actually dead. So it's gonna wake up soon.
You call out.
Yeah, why not?
How soon? It's like a minute, right? So
Yeah.
6 turns.
Yeah. So it's been, 2 turns, I think, for Lenneth?
3 or 4.
I bite on that guy with the first turn.
Yeah.
I bite on the other guy with the second, and then sickening on this
3?
guy with the third.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a 3
Yeah,
turns.
3,
So,
yeah.
in which case, the next person up is the 5th Templar, and we'll get some fight music going.
Sorry.
Okay.
More fight music.
I can't see shit, so I'm gonna cast light on my sword.
Okay.
I don't remember how much vision that actually gives, but we'll tell you in a minute.
Nice.
20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Better than nothing. I'll take it.
Boom.
That'll do. I like the music. I've heard it somewhere before, though.
What the fuck?
So good. I just want to.
An
Boom,
award
seen
winning.
Stranger Things? Bill?
What?
What?
Have you seen Stranger Things?
Yes.
Big
It's
thing
been a
in this
very
music.
long time.
I'm gonna
I
run.
don't have the music turned up.
Ah.
About there.
I listened to Chrono Trigger the whole time. I can't. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And it's sleeping, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably not a good idea to wake it up unless I'm.
It does look like it's bleeding onto the ground. It's like lying in a pile of black blood, basically.
But how fucked does it look?
Like it's getting there.
Okay, well I can't really do much from here anyway. That's it for me.
Okay, Mr. Runkle.
Runkle Beaver. I can't actually see. I can't see where Runkle is.
Runkle, where are you?
Like I don't have Runkle vision.
Oh my god, the music.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I got the music back.
Okay. So Runkle's just gonna come out and pick up Bori.
Okay.
Just super onto his back.
Noses are onto his back.
Hashtag save Barb.
Yeah, that's it.
Very grand.
Okay, I was gonna look down to Bora and be like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, thanks. But I'm pissed.
Okay, let's go after it. And it went up. Did it go up the stairs, or
Yeah.
did it evaporate into the ceiling?
No, it went up the stairs. It couldn't move through the solid wall.
Okay, well then I'm gonna fucking bonus action dash.
Okay.
Bottom of the stairs. And I'm going up the stairs.
All right. So let me move you to here.
Whoa! Oh my god. Wait, where the fuck is it?
Here.
Oh god. It went far.
So
Okay,
it can fly, this thing, but it can't move through solid surfaces.
okay, so it's 15, 25 feet. Can I see it from here?
Yes.
Ah, yes!
Can you see it on the map?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can see it.
I mean, it's now like, it's a floor, it's still half a floor above me, right?
Yes, but it's kind of flying in the air, so you as it's kind of drifting across, trying to escape around the corner, you've definitely got a shot on it from here.
Okay, let's do it.
35 feet away.
I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna take 5 at plus 10.
Okay.
So it's a 12.
Given that you don't avert your eyes, I need
That's
you to
okay.
make a Constitution saving throw.
It's a 16.
16 succeeds. All right. The bolt unfortunately misses. It shatters the window next to it and spears into the night sky.
Okay, I will retake that shot. 20. So 20.
That hits.
Not natural. Whoa. 22 damage.
Yep. So this one, it passes through the creature, striking the wall next to it. You can see that it takes impact from it, but it passes through and strikes the wall. So it's definitely having difficulty holding itself together, but it's still standing.
Then I'll do another one. And yeah, I'll take 5 away from it again. Yes! 19.
Whoa.
That hits.
It's 14 damage.
The bolt strikes through the creature and hits the wall, and the creature staples to the wall with the impact. You can see it try to wrestle itself free, and as it does, it takes one last look at you, and its face hangs open and just drifts away into smoke.
Yes!
Neat.
Look satisfied, reload my crossbow. And I'm done.
All right.
I shout down to the guys, it's dead, but there's probably more up here. And in fact, I'm gonna move a bit more. Probably do another 35. I'm gonna stack up on this door.
Okay. That's a window that is shattered outwards.
Oh, there's a window?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stack up on this window.
All right.
It's at the top of the stairs.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. In which case, we're out. Do you want to keep doing it within turn order, or do you want to come out of it? Probably makes sense to come out for the minute.
Yeah.
There's one more guy up here, right?
Yeah, there
Do
is.
we know that?
In the one
So
on the
I'm
step,
going to
right?
say, Bear, that because you were like, I'm going to say you can see the very edge of him on the edge.
Oh god!
Because I think as it was all happening simultaneously, I think you would have seen him in this turn as he's running off. Like,
Okay.
yeah, he can't move as fast as the smoke monster, given that he can't fly, so you can see the edge
he-
of something.
Is he running?
You can see him kind of begin to move away.
Well, I think
Yeah.
maybe if he's running, then we can come out of combat.
Okay,
Well, there's still one more outside.
there is. But it's unconscious for another couple of turns, so I'll give you a bit of
Yeah.
time to think about what you
Not-
want to do.
Not
Yeah.
much long.
Okay, so we'll say you're out of combat.
Cool.
think
I
it's
hacked this
probably
thing to pieces.
Capture and interrogate the frog monster.
I'm already hacking away at it.
So
Okay. That happened.
roll me an
So
attack.
it's sleeping and prone, right?
Yeah,
So it's advantage on all 3 strikes,
yeah.
or is it auto crit?
Unconscious. Sleep.
Auto crit if it's unconscious.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Auto crit.
But if you hit, you still have to roll a hit with advantage.
You rolled a crit. Unbelievable.
So I'll just press buttons until you say stop.
So the first and the last one are both crits. So roll the damage on the first and the last one.
He's a dead man.
I just rolled the d12s again, just with an extra 11 and 4 on that. So 14, 29, 35, 46, 50.
It's murdered. It's so
No
very
way.
murdered. Oh god.
There you go.
As you just wham, 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 just start whacking it with your blade. There's chunks of flesh start flying in the air with each backswing, black blood arcing into the sky. Yeah, you
All
tear this thing apart.
Now you can play like the Pokemon Lavender Town music.
Yeah.
If anyone's familiar with that.
Nope. I really need to start thinking about calling it a night. Because I have an early day tomorrow.
Yeah, I've got an early one too.
All right. Shall we
Yeah.
keep going until we reach like the next little bit, and then we'll stop it?
Yep.
All right. We'll make sure we don't go too much longer, and then we'll book another one for quite soon, hopefully. And we'll. So yeah, I guess it's cool. I had fun today, at least.
Yeah, there you go.
That's suitably creepy, I think. So, the group kind of finds itself in the atrium of this building, having won their fight relatively well, but with some wounds being sustained, some people looking a bit more damaged than others. You are standing in a dark room, light being held by a good few of you, being able to see each other quite well, with Beregrand currently upstairs with a view on a monster just beginning to pull itself away down a corridor.
I'm gonna run after him.
Yeah.
It's a bear great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stack up on this next corner, cabs.
Okay.
I'm gonna push this door open and peek in to see if something's waiting in there.
Which door? Oh, in there.
Just,
Okay,
It's
so
in there.
you take a look in and it's relatively empty. In fact, the whole place looks empty except on the second floor where Bear is sprinting after this creature, which is Bear. As you run to the edge of that,
Can I keep an eye out for traps and stuff as I pursue this thing down?
yeah, roll me an investigation check. You'll have to move at half speed if you want to kind of keep checking.
Yeah,
for
that's
traps
okay. He's
anyway.
not going nowhere.
Yeah, you'll get to see where he goes, even if you can't catch up to him too fast yet.
Feel like I get advantage on something. One second.
I feel like I should have advantage on this. PM, I kind of feel like I should have advantage on this. What do you think?
Advantage on. Oh no. Oh, I can search for traps at a normal pace.
Oh, that's handy. Yeah, right then. You keep an eye out as you sort of hurry past to see this guy.
What do you want? Investigation,
Yeah.
perception. Tabs.
Uh, I can never remember. Yeah, perception. That's really cool. Perception is for observation, investigation is for deduction. That's cool. That's really cool.
14.
Okay. As you're kind of peering around, you can see that this place is derelict in a sense, just falling apart. The paint on the walls is peeling, and the whole place has this sort of old and musky feel to it. But you don't see any sort of traps as you run, and you see this creature on all fours, just sprinting away from you, and you see that he heads up this very thin flight of stairs here.
Okay. Going up again. No worries. I'm gonna keep going along this corridor.
Okay.
And then seeing it's a big long corridor, I'm gonna wait for the others.
And what are the others doing?
We were in it.
Follow me!
We're running, follow. We're running.
Following.
Following now.
Following.
Let's pop you up there.
Whoa.
Bear glad.
You hear the call from behind.
Boy!
Where did you go?
Shush! Over here!
Where?
Follow the sound of my voice!
I found you.
I'm pretty sure they know we're here.
Shh. Quietly.
Just say there's one more frog creature. He ran up those steps.
A
But I
frog
think we should
creature.
check these other rooms before we go up there.
Sure.
Templar, guard the steps.
I turn around and stand in the hallway.
No, the steps over here.
I don't know where you're clicking on.
No, what's clicking?
I don't know what you mean.
Sorry, there's a at the end of the hall is a thin flight of steps.
Okay, I go halfway to where he says and stop and face the hallway.
Nice. You do what I say. Okay. Can we Rainbow Six this real quick?
You stack up down the corridor, checking rooms, beginning to clear the place.
Oh, you're
ready in action.
looking for shit, right?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
We should be looking for the amulet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm readying a frostbolt for whatever comes in view.
Are these doors open?
They are.
They look open.
Yes, they
Okay,
are.
I'm going in this one with the desk.
Yeah, some of them are off their hinges. Some of them are just damaged, but they are
Sure.
like they're open. And you look in. You take a look across the desk and root around and roll me an investigation check this time. In fact, all those that are going to be searching on this floor, roll me an investigation check.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast resistance on myself and then ready frostbolt.
All right. Little blue energy just seeps across the surface of your gauntlet, arising a small bead in the center of your palm.
I like it.
22.
17.
17.
28.
Nothing.
28. Natural 19. Okay, you search all the rooms on this floor, and it's only Lenneth that finds anything of particular value. The place is it's not even as if there's papers on the desk. You can see that there are papers on the desk, and as you look across them, there's nothing written on them, and they look moldy and half destroyed, and as you push them to one side, they kind of flake apart, as if they're exceedingly old and damaged. Lenneth, as you were looking through, you managed to find an unusual set of bandages that look really old. But the moment that you see them, you see that they look a touch out of place. They have a kind of aura to them that you are used to seeing in the physical plane, and they hold some kind of magical essence. You're immediately certain of it as you spot them. They're just lying across one of the desks. They might have been missed by other people, and as you head up, you get closer to them. They look like relatively thick, bandage-like wraps.
All right. I would like to cast Identify on it.
All right. So you are gonna give me 2 seconds. So you're gonna need to touch them to do that, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a lovely question, I know.
Oh.
All
How
right.
close are you to the doorway?
You touch them. Oh.
Which room is it in? Doesn't matter. Should I be
It's
standing?
yeah. Well, I'll pop you in there if you like. Yeah, it's in that room, just at the desk. You head up to it, and you place a hand on them, casting the spell, and immediately you get a sense of what they are. But the moment that you touch them, you get this sudden visual image of the history of this item. It comes to you in flashes, like a flashback, like you were there. Lyra's form was perfect, each movement written in space and punctuated with certainty. Curaxis, dreaded golden worm, and the harrower of Brightkeep, was cold and silent with each blow. The beast rocked back on her haunches, and her gaze narrowed in concentration and barely disguised fury. But still, the quiet and somber elf planted a hand and threw her body over it, landing in a graceful pose, on point long enough to bring her other leg around in a spin that landed and struck the dragon above her knee, the harrower rocking off balance again. Over and over, back and back, feet and yards and more, the monk pressed the silent attack, and the dragon took blow after blow, waiting for an opening, waiting for her to tire. Every time an opening presented itself, it was gone in a flash. For the rest of the group watching on behind the rocks, it was a dramatic tension, a brutal assault hidden behind the guise of an almost artistic series of forms. Lyra turned and braced, bringing her elbow up above her brow, knocking the beast's chin backwards, and continued to drive the fight deeper and deeper into the cavern with every flourish.
So you watch a
Alright.
cutscene, basically.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty awesome.
I'm going to give you the item.
Thank you.
Ooh, left. Done. So they should be in your
Yeah, I'm reading it right now.
in the notes just below should also give you a sense of something to do with them as well.
Okay, thank you. I pocket it for now, and then I
All right.
go to the others and keep reading.
So the group comes together. As you walk up back to each other in the corridor, you can see the Fifth Templar has a small bead of blue energy sitting in the palm of his gauntleted hand.
Find anything?
Some kind of bandages. I haven't really figured out yet how they work, so I'm gonna get back to you on that.
Okay. Just be careful.
I will.
Well, nothing's moved out here. Which way did it go, Peregrine? Up the stairs?
Yeah.
Then let's go.
Go upstairs to the
start walking.
cliffhanger.
I start walking.
Yeah.
We
Let's do
went
it.
upstairs.
And I get to the foot of the stairs. I'm not running.
You run.
I run.
All right. You start boom, 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 charging up the stairs, and I'll take you up there.
Oh god.
Dragon.
More scrolling. There's a dump.
We went upstairs.
I run up to him.
We went upstairs,
Upstairs.
guys.
There's a dump.
Upstairs. All right, I'll get you up there.
I turn the corner.
Well,
And I'm greeted by a dump.
The place is a
Whoa.
mess.
I need to go upstairs, Cabs.
Oh, sorry. Did I miss you? I didn't miss you. You're still downstairs as you sprint up to follow.
Oh my gosh.
Theron's in the
Fastest
loading
man.
screen.
Wouldn't pussy, am I right? Whoa.
Anything of anything in this room.
Can we see the guy in the corner?
You can.
I
Those of
see
you that
something.
can.
Jumping through that doorway at the end of the room.
There is, as you see this doorway open, this creature, hearing the noise of you coming up, begins to step through. As you look at it, it is an armored knight, effectively. It's huge. It's as tall as the tallest of you, and maybe a foot and a half taller. It's large. It has this armor that is. Yeah, I can hear you. As you cast your hand out, let me fucking describe it. As it has this deep blue armor that's got a mirror shine to it. It's plate mail clearly, but it's almost like it's made of glass. It has a very deep blue and mirror reflective shine in its hand. It carries a blade that clearly can be wielded with two hands. It is long and thin and very sharp. Again, deep blue with this kind of gentle glow to it, and a sort of steam that rises from it as it moves. The creature looks as if it's about to say something, but says nothing, because the Templar, as it begins to speak from beneath its helm, you hear this deep voice that's sort of tinged with an accent. It just kind of says, and then this bolt spears through the air. You can see that in its left hand it is carrying a small case, a small box, but the bolt strikes true before he has the chance to do anything. And roll for attack, or does he have to? He has to roll it. Save.
Can't save.
Rolls a 22.
He does succeed, and now I know what his plus con is. All right. No, that's good.
The bolt you cast forward streaks into. Does he still take damage? Half.
I don't think he does on this cantrip. I don't think so.
Okay. The bolt spears forward and just shatters against the wall next to him. He stops mid-sentence. He tucks the box inside the armor on the left-hand side, like inside. There's a sort of almost a type of rags coat that he's wearing. It's just tattered and in rags over the armor across his back, almost like a tattered cloak. And he tucks it into there. He wields the blade in two hands, tightens his grip. A dim flash of blue energy beneath his helmet that actually you almost recognize in the Fifth Templar. There's a sort of a mirror-like feel to these two characters looking at each other with their dim, gentle blue glowing eyes beneath their helms. And what happens next, we'll find out next time, I think.
Oh, man. This guy.
guy looks mean.
It's a walking suit of armor. You guys are weak in Dark Souls. Couple of good rolls.
This guy is referred to as the Winter Knight.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
Love it.
When do you want to do this again?
1st of May.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
1st of May?
Yeah, I can't do next week.
Oh my
Holy
god.
moly.
Yeah.
This weekend.
I can do
No.
this weekend. No?
I'm away.
Or are you doing stuff?
What are you doing?
Yeah, it's called work.
Oh, God.
This guy.
Friday night.
Not here.
Are you not free till the 1st of May then, Matt? Like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay, 1st of May then.
I'm actually in Dubai that day.
No shit, so am I.
So can everyone make the 1st of May? If we say the 1st of May, it's only just over a
Yeah.
week, isn't it?
Let's see.
So Monday, I'm off that day. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bank holiday. We can't do Sunday night.
Hmm?
Can't do the 30th.
I don't know. My parents are here.
Oh, god damn it.
And they leave on the 1st. I don't know at what
It's-
time, but
it's-
usually they leave early, I think.
Drop
But
kiss
I
him out the
can't,
door.
I can't
Get it.
stay for very long that day either because I have an early day on the 2nd.
Could we start earlier?
That area, yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with starting early.
We start anytime on off work.
Yeah.
I'm on work, but I'm around.
No, you're not.
What, on the
What?
30th? On the
It's a
1st?
bank holiday.
Bank holiday, it's May Day.
You're not working that day.
Come on.
No, you are working that day.
Oh, yeah, it's not next week. Yeah, sorry. Okay, yes, 1st of May. Yeah, I'll do whenever. We can do during the day if you'd like. But your family's going to be there, so that's maybe not during the day. We could do whatever time you'd like.
We could
I'll
start as soon
probably
as they
be
leave.
working during the day as well, but I shouldn't be working late.
What time do we finish, dudes?
I don't know, probably like, 4 or 5.
That's fine.
So
Say
you want to do
6.
like a 6?
6?
7?
Is 6 too early?
6 is fine.
6 is great.
12 and a half.
Let's do 6.
6.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Well, I'm confused. I'm confused now. We'll say it again.
6, Billy. 6 UK time.
On the 1st of May.
Your time.
Okay.
What's your time? 6th of May. What's 6 o'clock your time?
PM, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 1 o'clock. Just making sure. That's fine. It's like 1 o'clock. It's okay. It's no
So it's
problem.
11 p.m. Is it? No, it's.
No, they're
They're behind.
I'm the other way.
He's 5 hours behind.
Yeah. Okay. So 1 p.m. your time.
That's fine.
Mm.
All right.
Cool. GG's.
That was fun.
That was fun.
That was awesome. Thanks, Kev.
Thanks.
Later, guys.
Dudes, you going to bed?
Yeah,
Oh,
I gotta work. early.
Sleep time.
okay.
Bye, guys.
No.
Bye, dog.
Thanks, Cabs.